Have you ever had a normal conversation suddenly turn awkward, uncomfortable, or even offensive without anyone raising their voice? Today's poem does exactly that. Telephone Conversation by Wole Soyinka looks like a simple phone call about renting a house. But it quickly becomes a sharp, witty exposure of racial prejudice, colonial mindset, and polite racism. What makes this poem powerful is not anger or shouting but silence, irony, and sarcasm. Let's break it down line by line, understand the symbols, uncover the themes, and see how Soyinka uses language as a weapon, all in a simple, exam-friendly and story-like way. So the conversation starts very normally. The speaker is just checking a house for rent. The price feels fair, and honestly, the location doesn't matter much to him. At this point, there's no tension, no drama, just a regular housing inquiry. The landlady quickly clarifies that she doesn't live in the same building. This sounds casual, but it subtly shows distance, not just physical distance, but emotional and social distance too. It hints that she doesn't want close contact. Now the speaker realizes something important. There's only one thing left to do: reveal the truth about himself. He knows that if he doesn't say it now, problems will come later. Here, he politely but directly tells her his race. He calls it a warning because he knows this information could change everything. He's being honest to avoid rejection after traveling all the way. And suddenly silence. This pause is powerful. It tells us everything without words. The silence itself becomes uncomfortable and revealing. That silence is not neutral. It is filled with fake politeness, social conditioning, and hidden prejudice. She is trying to sound well-mannered, but inside, her racism is clearly bubbling up. Finally, she speaks again, but notice how delayed it is. That delay shows hesitation and discomfort. The poet paints her as a classy, fashionable British woman, lipstick, gold cigarette holder, elegance everywhere. But this outer sophistication contrasts sharply with her ugly mindset. The speaker realizes he is trapped in an awkward and unpleasant situation. There is no escaping what's about to come next. Boom. Just like that. No softness, no politeness. She jumps straight to skin color. This line exposes the real issue: race. The capital letters make it sound harsh and shocking. The speaker double-checks mentally. Did she really say that? Sadly, yes. There's no misunderstanding here. She doubles down. Now she wants exact classification. It's like he is no longer a human being, but a shade card. This line makes it feel mechanical, like choosing options on a machine. Human identity reduced to buttons, heartless and dehumanizing. The speaker is disgusted. This represents society's bad habit of hiding racism behind polite conversation. It smells rotten, morally. Everything around him appears red: the phone booth, the bus, the mailbox. Red suggests embarrassment, anger, and emotional pressure. His surroundings reflect his feelings. At this moment, it truly sinks in. This is not a joke. This is real racism, happening right now. The landlady's silence feels rude and humiliating. Her lack of response is louder than words. The speaker gives in. Instead of arguing, he tries to explain himself simply, hoping clarity will help. Ironically, she now sounds polite again. She changes her tone to appear considerate, but the prejudice is still there. Same question, just phrased differently. Her obsession with color has not changed at all. Now the speaker has an idea. He realizes how absurd this situation is and decides to respond creatively. He uses humor and sarcasm to expose how ridiculous her thinking is. If she wants color categories, he will give her supermarket ones. Her response is cold, emotionless, almost scientific. She treats race like a medical condition, not a human reality. The speaker quickly adapts his tone and strategy to deal with her mindset. He gives a poetic, artistic description of his skin color, something far beyond her limited categories. He adds official authority to his answer, mocking her obsession with documentation and classification. She goes quiet again, trying to process this unfamiliar term. Her imagination struggles to keep up. Reality hits her. The confusion breaks her fake politeness. She bluntly admits she does not understand. Her refined tone collapses. She openly confesses ignorance, a rare moment of honesty. The speaker simplifies it for her, bringing it down to a term she might understand. She still wants confirmation. Even now, she cannot let go of labeling. The speaker calmly disagrees, refusing to be boxed into her categories. He explains that his face is dark, meeting her expectation halfway. Now comes the twist. He prepares to completely dismantle her logic. He points out natural variations in skin color, proving that her obsession makes no sense. This is humorous, exaggerated, and intentionally uncomfortable. He pushes her logic to absurd extremes to expose how stupid it is. He realizes she is about to hang up. His joke has shaken her fragile politeness. The poem ends with a powerful challenge. Instead of judging from a distance, he invites her to meet him as a human being, not a skin tone.